and gentlemen, welcome back to the workshop. It is fantastic to have you here because we have one ridiculous collaboration coming up. I don't know how we're going to be able to achieve this. Frankly, this is a challenge and a collaboration that's just so vast and tall. You could imagine a tower standing up from the middle of the Australian desert. That's right. We have a fantastic collaboration with How Ridiculous. We're going to be making a gigantic, whopping, ridiculous, great big sword, and I'm thrilled to bring you along. Let's thank today's sponsor first, which is NordVPN, virtual private network. You can secure your browsing experience, give yourself more anonymity and more flexibility to watch the shows that you want from anywhere in the world. For example, I go to nordvpn.com/forge, where you'll get 70% off a 3-year plan. And code FORGE will get you an extra month for free too, but act fast because the deal is on for a limited time. Let's find out what How Ridiculous want from me.
Hello, Alec. Top of the morning to you, pal. Hope you're doing splendidly today.
Now listen, young chap, we need a good sword.
A great sword.
Of mighty proportions.
I want the sword to be taller than I.
Look, yeah, we're Australian. Anyway,
but listen, we've done a whole heap of stuff at this tower.
Oh yeah, we've dropped the Thor hammer.
Let's just get an overlay.
We've dropped a Hulk's fist. We'll show you some
all
stuff.
sorts.
So yeah, we need a good sword.
We need you to
We've
make
never
it.
dropped one and we'd like to.
Yeah.
Can you sort that out and send it to us?
Thanks.
Cheers.
pal.
Hey Siri, how many inches is 2 meters?
2 meters is 78.74 inches.
They want a 78-inch sword. Oh my goodness gracious me. That would be about that long, tip to tail. Here to here. Wowzer. I have not properly considered the ramifications of something quite this big being made. I actually have to put a little bit of thought into the design of this, because they literally want to take this up their monstrous tower and drop it onto things. And what it can't do is it can't suddenly turn into a big kite that then flies off into the middle of nowhere, impaling strangers on nearby streets. That would be terrible. Similarly, we can't go to all this effort of making a sword for them, sending it down to Australia, for it to start cartwheeling in the air and not actually sticking into the thing they want to stick it into. This thing needs to fly out of absolutely nothing. I need to pull an aerodynamics education suitable for creating a perfectly flying sword. I've got to pluck this out of thin air, or rather, I could pluck it out of thin air, but I have an idea that will maybe be one step further away from plucking from thin air. I'm going to take a little piece of steel and I'm just going to mock up this shape in 2 dimensions, and then we're going to drop it and we're going to see in slow motion how it falls, because these folks want a straight falling sword. There's the little baby sword. We need to drop it from about 120 inches or so.
Hey guys,
120 inches. It's about a foot below the ledge. Here we go! Drop test number 1. Uh-oh. It tipped sideways. Number 2. Uh-oh. Oh no! Take 3. No! Take 4. Oh, that one went well. No. So 5 out of 6 times I dropped it, it kind of did this. It turned sideways and sailed. So my gut would tell me the more weight we have at the bottom, the better. Because then as it falls, the weight is here, it's pulling the rest of it, it's not quite as likely to be taken off course by the mass up there. But my gut is also a little bit conflicted, because this is very wide. And it being wide, maybe that means as soon as it starts to lose its plumb, it's now a sail and it exacerbates the problem. I don't know. I've got no idea. I don't design things to drop 40 meters from the sky perfectly straight down all the time. Frankly, I've got no idea why they asked me to take on this project.
3, 2, 1.
So I kind of want to see the falling dynamics of some of the other things that they drop. That bicycle is just incredible. You see that?
Second combo, let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, bicycle got a spin on it. We can't have that with the sword. Oh! Okay, they're dropping a sheet of glass. So I worry that this is gonna sail off like our sword is. Oh, no. Oh, it did. Oh my goodness. Oh! So the lesson of that is if we make it bicycle shaped, it's just gonna go perfectly straight down. Right, I'm gonna take some width off of this. We're gonna try again. Revision 2, test 1. Oh, way better. Rev 2, test 2. Ah, so-so. Rev 2, test 3. Oh, goodness. And again. Oh, that was good. Yes! I think how still it's held before it's dropped is having a big effect, which is good because it means that it actually wants to fly straight if it's not moving around before it's let go. Okie dokie, folks. I am happy with that. As soon as I hold it still, it falls straight. Funny that. We're definitely gonna need some way for them to be able to hold it and release it, so we need an eye or a hole. And we just need to fill up this piece of OSB with a scale version of this. Not a bad time to start thinking about materials. This is a chunk of Delrin plastic. Whatever is the handle on this needs to be tough as nails. This could do it if we don't go for a metal handle. Certainly I think it'd be better than wood. The blade, however, will be forged out of this. This is 1045. Are we gonna be able to harden this thing? I have no idea. I think we need the Niagara Falls to be able to appropriately harden something like this. But I think we can start heating up some steel and just smashing the daylights out of it, because that's what we love to do. Well, oh goodness. Oh no.
Let's just redo that.
Ah, right. Woo! Let's do blacksmithing. Okay. Something has to change. I think we need to make a tool, because that needs to be suspended and held by something stronger than I. Chain fall. That's what we need. Let me show you what I'm thinking. Here's a chain. Last time I did any forging large enough for me to have a chain hoist, I was 16 in Barker Street Forge, and I suspended the chain hoist from joists in the ceiling. Our ceiling is a little bit too high for that, so I've got to fabricate something that either stands on the floor or bolts to the power hammer that is going to be able to allow that chain to attach, so we can take some of the weight of this piece off of me. Righto. So, if I go grab one of those trolleys and 8 feet of I-beam, I think we might be sailing in the right direction. So let's go shopping. we've got, we have 2 electric hoists. One of those for grinding and finishing anvils, and then the other one for packaging anvils. So it has nothing to do with this project. This is the main thing we're talking about now, however. It is our little suspended train. Our little sky trolley. Ta-da! That is so cool! So we gotta get this beam up here. Listen up, folks. It's gonna look like this. And that is how we're gonna be able to handle forging such heavy material. And so on that, we're gonna call it an episode. Cannot wait to see you on the next one. But before we end it, guys, be sure to subscribe to How Ridiculous's YouTube channel, and let's thank today's sponsor. And today's sponsor is NordVPN. NordVPN is a virtual private network security service that allows you to browse the internet safely, and it's super easy to use to be able to connect to one of their thousands of servers in over 60 different countries. Say there's a streaming service that doesn't happen to have my favorite show in America, but it does in England. I can go ahead and quick connect to an English server and watch my favorite shows whenever I want to. I definitely want to encourage you guys to take your internet security very seriously because it is an important part of today's world. 50 years ago, it's not something we had to worry about, but it is now. Because we have so much personal information stored online, we've got to take it seriously to keep ourselves safe, just like we take our precautions in the workshop or when we're out and about. We want to make sure that we're protecting ourselves online as well. And Nord is a fantastic way to do that. And you can start that off for a limited time by getting 70% off a 3-year plan and getting an extra month for free when you go to nordvpn.com/forge and using code FORGE at checkout. So you can go ahead and check that out at the link in the description, and with that, we'll jump back in to Alec's video.
Bye-bye.